ZBrush includes a few particularly irritating bugs that either pop up all the time or seem impossible to fix. Luckily, I'm here to point out the traps and show you how to recover when you fall in. Now, I've got the super average man loaded up, and I did something special to it to make it give me an error. Let's say you want to subdivide this model, so let's go into the geometry subpalette and we'll click divide. Sometimes you'll get this little error message that says a 3D mesh with subdivision history may be partially modified only while the lowest subdivision level is active. Now, actually, the message and the given solution have nothing to do with the problem or how to fix it. The real problem is that you either have something masked or hidden and you didn't know about it. So what you want to do is hit Ctrl-Shift-A to clear all your masks, and then hold down Ctrl and Shift and click once in the canvas to bring back anything that might be hidden. ZBrush won't subdivide if anything is masked or hidden. Now subdivision should work just fine. Something else that happens all the time is that edit mode accidentally gets turned off, and instead of rotating, you click and drag on the canvas and ZBrush draws out multiple copies of the tool. Simply clear the canvas with Ctrl-N and then redraw one copy. Now you can re-enter edit mode. Another issue is that some things that you do in ZBrush will get undone when you hit Ctrl-Z, even if they weren't the last thing done. For example, let's say we want to polypaint some color onto the character. We would go down into the polypaint submenu and turn on colorize. And so we're just going to go paint with this color on the model. And whoops, you accidentally forgot to put it into RGB mode, and it's still in sculpt mode. So you hit Ctrl-Z to undo that. Notice that colorize got undone, even though that was the next to last thing that we did. There's all kinds of different modes and settings and buttons you can push in ZBrush that will get undone when you hit Ctrl-Z, even though they weren't the last thing that you did. So just keep an eye out for situations like this. It can be very confusing and very frustrating. But if you know that that's what happens, then you'll know how to fix it. The more you work with ZBrush, the better you'll get at avoiding the pitfalls. Until then, just try to keep from losing your sanity.